Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria.
Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, a name synonymous with drug cartels, violence, and unprecedented wealth, remains one of the most enigmatic figures of the 20th century. His story, often overshadowed by sensationalist narratives, is a complex tapestry of ambition, power, and paradox. While the public knows him as a notorious drug lord, the untold story of Pablo Escobar is far richer and more intricate than the conventional portrayal. Early life. The seeds of ambition. Pablo Escobar was born on December 1, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, and raised in Medellín. His early years were marked by a challenging environment. His family was poor, living in a modest neighborhood where crime was prevalent. Despite the hardships, Escobar's early life was shaped by a mixture of resilience and resourcefulness. His father, a farmer, and his mother, a schoolteacher, instilled in him a deep sense of ambition and an understanding of the socio-economic disparities of their time. From a young age, Escobar was involved in petty crime, including theft and smuggling. These early criminal activities were not merely acts of rebellion, but strategic moves that laid the groundwork for his later success in the drug trade. His involvement in the black market was a reflection of a broader social and economic system that offered limited opportunities for upward mobility. The rise of a drug lord. By the late 1970s, Pablo Escobar had transitioned from small-time smuggling to becoming a major player in the cocaine trade. The Medellín cartel, which he founded, became a formidable force, dominating the global cocaine market. Escobar's rise was not a mere product of chance. It was a meticulously crafted empire built on a combination of strategic alliances, ruthless tactics, and an uncanny ability to exploit systemic vulnerabilities. Escobar's control over the cocaine trade was not just a matter of brute force. He was a shrewd businessman, leveraging his understanding of supply chains, market demand, and competitive dynamics. His operations were marked by a high degree of sophistication. For example, the Medellín cartel employed advanced technology for logistics, including aircraft specifically modified for drug smuggling and submarines to evade detection. The duality of Pablo Escobar. One of the most fascinating aspects of Pablo Escobar's story is the duality of his persona. To many, he was a ruthless criminal, but to others, especially in Medellín, he was a Robin Hood figure. Escobar invested heavily in community projects, building housing, schools, and soccer fields for the impoverished residents of his city. He established himself as a patron of the people, earning their loyalty and protection. This duality is critical in understanding his legacy. Escobar's philanthropic efforts were not entirely altruistic. They were part of a broader strategy to gain political influence and public support. By providing tangible benefits to his community, he created a network of loyalty that proved invaluable in navigating the treacherous waters of Colombian politics and law enforcement. His ability to blend acts of charity with criminal enterprise was a testament to his complex character. The political ambitions in full. Escobar's political ambitions were as grand as his criminal enterprises. In the 1980s, he sought to transition from drug lord to legitimate political figure. His aim was to gain formal political power, which would provide him with protection and legitimacy. Escobar was elected as an alternate member of the Colombian Congress in 1982, an unprecedented achievement for someone with his criminal background. However, his political career was short-lived. His attempts to influence Colombian politics were met with fierce resistance from other political factions, law enforcement, and the US government. The extent of his criminal activities, combined with his growing political ambitions, made him a target of a coordinated crackdown. The situation escalated into a violent confrontation between the Medellín cartel and the Colombian government, supported by US agencies. The violent conflict led to a series of dramatic events, including assassination attempts on key figures and massive bombings. The most notorious of these was the bombing of the Avianca Flight 203 in 1989, which resulted in the deaths of 110 people. This act of terrorism underscored the brutal extent of Escobar's desperation to evade capture and retain power. The fall and death. The culmination of Escobar's downfall came in December 1993, when he was killed in a shootout with Colombian National Police. His death marked the end of an era, but it was also a turning point that left a significant impact on Colombian society and the global drug trade. Escobar's death was not just the end of a criminal empire, it was a symbol of the complex interplay between power, corruption, and law enforcement. The aftermath of his death revealed the deep-seated issues within Colombian institutions and the pervasive influence of drug money in politics and society. The power vacuum left by his death led to further instability and violence, highlighting the broader implications of his criminal activities. Legacy and reflection. Pablo Escobar's legacy is a subject of ongoing debate. On one hand, he is remembered as a violent drug lord who caused immense suffering and destruction. On the other hand, his story is a reflection of the socio-economic and political realities of Colombia during the late 20th century. His rise and fall provide insights into the complexities of drug trafficking, political corruption, and the quest for power. In popular culture, Escobar has been depicted in various forms, from documentaries and films to television series. These portrayals often emphasize different aspects of his life, from his ruthless criminality to his surprising acts of philanthropy. Each representation adds to the multifaceted nature of his legacy, offering new perspectives and insights into his character and impact. Untold stories. Beyond the myth. The untold stories of Pablo Escobar are often overshadowed by the more sensational aspects of his life. One such story involves his early relationships with various criminal organizations and figures who helped shape his rise to power. His connections with other drug lords, politicians, and international criminals were crucial in establishing and expanding his empire. Another lesser-known aspect of Escobar's life is his relationship with his family. While much of the public narrative focuses on his criminal activities, his interactions with his wife and children reveal a different side of his personality. Escobar's family life was marked by contradictions. He was both a loving husband and father, and a man whose criminal activities posed constant threats to their safety. The human cost and societal impact. The human cost of Escobar's empire is immense. Beyond the violence and destruction associated with his criminal activities, there are personal stories of individuals and families affected by the drug trade. The societal impact of his actions extends to issues such as addiction, economic instability, and the erosion of trust in institutions. The Colombian government and society have had to confront these challenges, grappling with the legacy of Escobar's influence. Efforts to address the issues created by the drug trade involve a combination of law enforcement, social programs, and international cooperation. The ongoing struggle to overcome the damage caused by Escobar's empire is a testament to the long-lasting effects of his actions. The enigma of Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar remains a figure of intrigue and controversy. His life story is a blend of ambition, power, and paradox. While his criminal legacy is well documented, the untold stories behind his rise and fall offer a more nuanced understanding of his impact on Colombia and the world. As we reflect on Escobar's life, it is essential to recognize the broader context in which his actions took place. The socio-economic conditions, political instability, and global drug trade dynamics all played a role in shaping his trajectory. Understanding these factors provides a more comprehensive view of his legacy and the challenges faced by Colombia in the aftermath of his empire. Pablo Escobar's untold story is a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the far-reaching consequences of power and ambition. His life, marked by both grandeur and brutality, continues to captivate and provoke thought, offering valuable lessons for future generations.